Good morning, boys and girls. Welcome to my outdoor classroom. Today is Thursday, April 16th, 2020. I'm in my backyard because I've got my husband inside trying to teach his class and my three kids doing their own at-home learning. So we're being creative. Yesterday's math homework was looking at comparing fractions. Nisha, Marcy, Anne, Joni, and Jade. And I asked you to make number strips, which in yesterday's example I had folded into thirds, and some people chose to do number lines, so I'm going to show you number lines. I've already divided them into the number of pieces, denominators, to make this video a little bit shorter. But just to know what I have done, for Nisha, the bottom number, the denominator, was in tenths. So I took my fraction line from 0 to 1 and I divided into 10 equal pieces. And Nisha had completed 2/10 of her work. So if we look at that, she completed 1, 2 out of 10, 2/10. Sorry, that doesn't look the best. Let me just redo that. She had gone 2/10 of the way, or had completed 2/10 of the task. 2/10 of the way to the whole one. So right here. Marcy had completed 1/3. So I divided my number line into 3 equal pieces, and she did 1 out of 3. So that is 1/3 of the way completed. You can see how 1/3 is a little bit more than 2/10 if we have the exact same size whole. And that's very important when you're comparing fractions, to have the size of the whole be equal. Anne was also done a portion of thirds, so I divided it into 3 equal pieces, and she did 2/3. 1, 2. 2 out of 3 of those equal pieces. She's 2/3 done. So you can definitely see how 2/3 is bigger than 1/3 and bigger than 2/10. Joni had done 5/6. So I divided my number line into thirds again. And then I divided each of those thirds in half, because I know 3 times 2 is 6. That was an easy way to get 6 equal pieces. Again, trickier if you did the folding paper at first, until you thought, oh, okay, I already know how to divide my paper into thirds, and if I fold it in half again, I get 6ths. So for Joni, she did 5/6. So 5 out of 6 of these sections. Let's look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go, 5/6. And you can see how 5/6 is more than 2/3, which is more than 1/3, which is more than 2/10. And finally, having completed most of the task, was Jade, who completed 9/10. So if we look at our number line, what I did is I referred to my half. So that's half. So 5/10 should be here and another 5/10 here. So let's see what 9/10 look like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's halfway, 5/10. 6, 7, 8, 9. Here we have 9/10. So you can see that 9/10 is more than 5/6, which is more than 2/3, which is more than 1/3, which is more than 2/10. And this is how we start to look at comparing fractions in grade 4. So good job, boys and girls. If you had some trouble with that, you can go back and resubmit for more marks, and click on our next video to hear the next chapter of My Side of the Mountain.